tattooing was a pagan phenomenon. The people of God did not get tattoos. It was a pagan thing.
Yeah. All right, but okay, so that's how it was used in the past. But I mean, why does it make it? Is it intrinsically a problem?
Well, I think
foolish?
I think it's foolish, and I think people do it out of ignorance. Oftentimes, it marks you at a time of your life that you may not be there forever. You know, certain memories.
I don't understand. I don't usually like bringing up names, but given how so much good that Father Mike has on the world, and then he goes and gets tattooed, and not just that, but on his wrist to where you can see it, you know, in the elevation of the host.
I think I've read that he kind of regretted that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I mean, it wasn't even as a young man; it was just recently. And
Yeah,
I don't understand
I don't
what
know
that
why.
was. I mean, he's such a good voice for the church, and I was just scratching my head, saying, "What are you trying to prove here?"
Yeah, I'm just telling you, in our experience again, sometimes when you deal enough cases, and we have a protocol Father Ripperker has for decommissioning tattoos as well. I think it's on our webpage. But you'll see often, not always, but oftentimes, a tattoo will light up fire hot.
Are you serious?
When a priest prays over them. Yeah.
So I've heard that there's sometimes whatever those primary sources are for the ink, that they're cursed. And so there's like cursed ink is spreading throughout the industry.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. We've seen that. I've seen somebody sent me an image, somebody's tattoo had just swelled up. It was just disgusting. I was like, well, that's a good reminder of why I don't do that.
Dang it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, they're kind of cool. I kind of want one.
Yeah. No, so again, looking at it from the Old Testament, this was a mark of slavery. This was something the pagans did. It was something God forbade. And we come into the new dispensation, the Christian dispensation. I think that would carry. Really shouldn't do that. You can get them removed as well. I know people that have regretted it and they get them removed and they do it as penance. Same thing. Yeah, I know people that have come and reversed their vasectomies and other things, even though maybe they're beyond childbearing years, but they do it out of they'll a period of abstinence and they'll reverse it just out of penance. You know, the same thing you can eliminate it. So tattoos. Oftentimes, think about those tattoo guys. Would you want them over at your house on Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? Right. You know, you've paid someone to shed your blood. You've now made a blood contract with him.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, that doesn't sound too good.
Yeah.
You just took it to another level. Yeah. I'm like, oh man.
And sometimes they embed sigils into those too.
Embed what?
Sigils are like...
Sigils?
Yeah.
What's a sigil?
I'm going to invoke another movie, okay?
Right, okay.
Apocalypse Now, there was a scene where...
You like the military movies.
Military movies, yeah. He's walking through a battlefield and there's the corpses of the enemy there. He's putting playing cards so when they come police up the dead bodies, we don't do it anymore. We were told we are not allowed to do that, but they used to do that, and that was the way of just putting fear, marking. We did this. So if you want to know who took your friend's life, it was us. It was because the First Cavalry was on the back of that playing card. So a sigil is a mark that symbolizes a certain specific demon. It doesn't happen every time, but they sometimes they'll build these marks. We had a guy that had this massive manifestation in front of me at an intake, and every time he would manifest, he had gotten this tattoo on his just like sleeve of the Aztec god of war. And then after he got this tattoo, he went and, for whatever reason, decides to get a prostitute. And now, whenever he manifests, that whole left side of his body freezes up. And then he tried to commit suicide. He tried to cut himself and cut his wrist and kill himself. And so whenever he manifested, it was always that side of the body. Because he just marked his body with the symbol of the Aztec god of war. And remember, Psalm 96:5, the gods of the Gentiles are demons. So you're making a blood sacrifice in a way, offering that part of your body there. And so I think it's the safest. I don't want to be like a geek and a dork.
Right.
But I guess I'm a geek and a dork. You know?
That's okay.
Yeah. I'm proud.
All right.
To
my son Peter, who we had kicked around the idea of getting matching tattoos, not going to happen, buddy.
All right, Peter.
Not going to happen, buddy. Sorry,
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Hey, thanks guys for checking out the Conor Gallagher Show. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, or comment, or whatever you got to do to support it. And I appreciate that very much.